to When Spirits Connect. My name is Jen Russell, and I have a lovely co-host, Peggy Vitrano. Peggy is, I guess, would you call the president? I guess the president, the founder. I always want to make her the president. First woman president. The founder of Eastern Suffolk Paranormal Group. This is a fascinating group that I help Peggy out whenever I can. I go to the different venues with her, the homes, the restaurants, the different places, that where we go, with our spirits. Well, before we get to that, you know how I always have to tell everybody, where I'm going to be. So I have a few places, not that much, so that's not too bad. Okay, Wednesday, September 17th, I will be at McGovern's Irish Pub, Montauk Highway, Oakdale. If you'd like to make an appointment there, it's 631-218-8068. September 18th through the 21st, I will be there every single day, but the Golden Door Film Festival will be in New Jersey, and we will probably be going a couple of days and doing some interviews with some pretty famous people. I know we had Bill Servino on a while ago, and he's running the film festival. It's actually going to be sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger, and it's for autism. So it's an important festival as well. Tuesday, the 23rd of September, from 7 to 9. I just got a brand new place. I just was there today. It's lovely. At the Crazy Crepe Cafe, 721 Hawkins Avenue, Lake Ronkonkoma. And then we'll also be there Wednesday, October 29th. To reserve your spot, you need to call 631-648-4430. And I promised I would tell them, put it out there what they've got coming up in September. Sunday, September 14th, they've got Matt West from 7 to 8. He does singing, and he's a guitar player. Saturday, the 20th of September, they've got Jessica. She'll be there between 8 and 9, and she does singing with a guitar. September 20, I think it's the 25th, yes. They'll have trivia. Friday, September 26th, at 8 p.m., there's going to be a band, and it's called This Is All Now Band, so I don't know. But anyway, so I will be there September 23rd. Saturday, September 27th, I will be at my home base, which is the home base in Nassau. It's the Edge Hair Salon. I'll be there from noon to 4 p.m. They're going to be having some kind of a celebration. I'm not sure what it is, but it's going to be a fun thing. Monday, September 29th, I will be from 8 to 11 p.m. Double R Sports Bar, Lowell Avenue, Islip Terrace. You've got to call there to make the reservation. I do a limited amount of, or I should say a maximum amount of readings at these places. And my home base, where I do most of my events, most of my private sessions, is Island Glow Tanning Salon, 1699D, Route 112, Medford, right across from McDonald's on Route 112 in Medford, and you need to call me to reserve these. I also do fundraisers, charity events, home parties, private sessions, phone sessions. I do it all. You would just have to give me a call or email me. At the end of the show, I will give you my website, and these shows are on the website. So if you miss a show or you want to see it again, give me a week or so, and hopefully this show will be on. Anyway, something more important, not more important than what we're doing, but my friend Debbie Twist was supposed to be here today, and she's the writer, producer of Spirit, was it? A Cry from Within. I haven't remembered it because they changed the name. A Cry from Within, Sebastian. This movie was actually shot here locally in Long Island. We're trying to get it in some of the theaters here. So if you know of a theater locally that would open their doors to have us present this film, it's an awesome film. We've got Eric Roberts there. We've got Kathy Moriarty, James McCaffrey, Robert Vaughn. We've got some really, really great actors there. And of course, I did a little extra piece there, never expecting that, but I did an extra piece, and my great-grandkids were in it as extras. As long as they keep it in, I hope they will. Right now, Debbie's in Germany. She was supposed to be our guest today here, but she will be coming, when she gets back within the next couple of months. We're going to have her here, so we're excited about that. And now I want to welcome my co-host, Peggy. Peggy, you've been running more than me, except you've been in other states where I haven't been. I've been just here. Welcome back from Florida and Pennsylvania and all of the above. you've gone through some interesting things while you were down in Florida, and I know I wanted to go down. I wanted to meet you in Pennsylvania, and just so many different avenues. We just couldn't get there, you know. So why don't you tell the audience about some of the things you've done, some of the stuff we've done, even we haven't talked about.
We've done some amazing
Yes,
stuff. I
yes,
know.
yes, yes.
Okay, well, I'll start with Florida, and
Look at the
I
camera.
was.
I'm trying to give you the.
All right. I was down when I went down. I worked with another group who has the same goals as ours, Key West Paranormal Society, and we did a hotel which is currently under renovation. The Gulf Stream, I believe it's the Gulf Stream Hotel in Florida, and it will soon be renovated, but it's totally ripped apart now. And the history is that a little girl fell down an elevator shaft back in I believe it was the 1930s perhaps, and has haunted the hotel ever since, as well as another spirit who is supposedly not so nice. And it must have been 100 degrees in the hotel. The funny thing was, we walked into some rooms there, and there was this horrible satanic stuff written all over the walls. Chairs were piled up. I said, my gosh, what's going on here? There was just horrible, horrible things all over the place in the rooms. And then I touched the staircase, and I got blood on me.
Oh, God, that'd be horrible.
The leader of the group turns around to me, and she's laughing. She goes, we didn't want to tell you there was a horror movie filmed here last week.
Oh, they left some of the stuff.
I don't know. I'm going to kill you for this one. But actually, it was a good investigation. Two of the investigators wound up getting scratched on the upper floor.
Really?
Not me, yeah. I think it was by the not-so-nice spirit.
Oh, no.
And we didn't stay as long as we had hoped, because since the air conditioning was not active, and it was Florida, the beginning of August, it must have been over 100 degrees on all the floors. So we couldn't take it anymore, but it was really wonderful, and I want to see the hotel when it's renovated. Hopefully that little girl will find peace. We try to contact her, send her over. Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, you know, you and I were talking. I'll be coming down there in January. I can't wait either. I'm going to go visit my one friend, Maureen, and she's, I think, Sarasota, and we're going to do some readings and stuff there. So if anybody's down in Florida, you know, we're going to actually, he's not switching the cameras, but that's okay. We're going to actually, going to be doing some stuff down there, and then we're going to come and see you. And then I know we were over at one of our friends, not too far in Ridge, and he was very nice enough, and he said that he would actually videotape it for us so that we can put it on here when we come back. I'm also hoping to get the shows on down in Florida. I think I spoke to you about that.
Because we had that wonderful investigation in Ridge that we did together.
Yep.
And actually, that house, I understand, has calmed down.
Oh, good.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, we're still working on putting it together. So once Ray, my director, he's there somewhere. Once we get it on, and then we get it on the DVD, the CD, whatever you call it. I'm not too good with that stuff. Then it'll be on, the Spirits Within, because that's what we want to do, And this is live, folks. So if you want to give us a call, it's 631-996-6179, and we will be more than happy to take your calls, So anyway, besides that, I know you've been speaking with a lot of people. I know you did another investigation.
Yeah, we had a wonderful investigation this past weekend. Of course, I'm not at liberty to, unfortunately.
Right.
It's understood I cannot give names, because
never.
we're a team that definitely respects privacy.
Totally.
But it was out here on the East End, and it involved a house which was very close to a cemetery.
Oh, interesting.
Very haunted cemetery,
Ooh.
I might say. And two lovely people, and what they were experiencing was shadow people.
Okay.
One of them, the woman saw a shadow person go into a closet.
Interesting.
As she came in, loud bangings. As a matter of fact, the lid of her toilet seat flew off
Oh,
when
my
they were not in the room.
goodness.
Her husband was being touched in the kitchen, and the worst part was they have this adorable dog, and
Aw.
this big. When I say adorable, we think little.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is a huge, beautiful dog, and he was being tortured.
Aw,
he was
poor
he was
baby.
being absolutely terrified.
Oh,
and
so sad.
Right, and there were rooms he was afraid of going
Aw.
into. So they called us out, and one of my investigators, Brian Mitchell, went out, and he got high electromagnetic frequency readings
Interesting.
in the house,
Wow.
and thought he saw out of the corner of his eye shadow person.
Really interesting.
So we set up to go back.
Okay.
And what was interesting, we also did the cemetery to try to see if we could tie it into
Right,
what's
to
happening in the
connect.
house.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
And it does turn out that they walk their dog through that cemetery.
Oh, well, there you go. There
So
you
what-
go.
What
So
happened
maybe they're getting back at the dog for
What
good.
happened was we're standing there, and we went in two groups. I'm standing there, and Sue Estabrook, who's on my team,
Mhm.
there all of a sudden we hear a loud breath, just like that. And I said, who, and usually
Right.
the team would excuse that so that we know it's not we don't capture it
Right,
as an EVP.
right.
Everyone said, no, I didn't do it. Well, she asked for it to happen again, Sue.
Okay.
And
It did.
the ovalist said moment.
Oh,
Moment.
interesting.
And a couple of minutes later, right in her ear again, and this time it was even louder that we heard it. So that,
Interesting.
and I heard a man's voice, the strains of a man's voice. and
Wow.
there
So
was
you really got a lot
no
of.
houses close to
Now,
that
did you tape
cemetery.
any of this, or?
Yeah,
You
we
did?
do
Oh,
have
all
to
right,
listen
great.
to-
Okay,
I do
great.
have to listen to
So
whatever
maybe
it
next
is.
month you can bring it and you can,
that
we
would
can
be
work.
great.
Yeah, why
Well,
not? Sure.
And the next group to come in, one of my investigators, Joanne Scala, had the camera thrown out
You
of
said
her
that,
hand
yes.
toward the cemetery stone, and also one of our mag lights supposedly was thrown off the stone,
Really?
and a flying orb was seen. Right
Oh my
by the
God,
stone.
they were a bit angry, weren't they?
Well,
Sounds
either
like
that or they wanted the attention.
The attention, yeah, that could happen as well.
And
Yeah.
what happened inside was interesting too, because we got a lot of interesting results from our ovalists and the
Yeah.
mag lights, and it's too early to say.
Yeah,
but
you've got to check it again
we
and make sure.
believe
Yeah.
that it might involve the previous owner
Oh.
of the house, his family stone we were at, and also
Interesting.
possibly even a deceased family
Member.
relative.
Interesting.
So it was a really
Well, let's say a big
wonderful-
hurrah. I'm like, hey, look at me, I'm here, right? Oh, how funny.
And they were such nice people. I mean, just very
Now,
hospitable.
why don't you tell the
It was nice.
audience how people can get in touch with you? Because I know sometimes they'll call me and I'm like, no, you got to connect with Peggy. I'm just called in on certain cases. I don't go to every single one, I mean, I would like to, but unfortunately my time is, constricted
Oh,
with
tell a
everything
little
going
about
on.
the group.
Yeah,
Well,
please.
Eastern Suffolk Paranormal, and Janet comes with us as
Right.
much as she can.
Yes, I do.
Is a group based out of Long Island, though we will travel into the city and places a little further. And we take a technological, more scientific approach to it, as well as using the psychic medium
Right,
end
right.
of it when Janet's with us, because I can't do that, to see, what's going on. Someone will call us and say that there's some unusual things happening in the house or on their property, and the first thing we try to do is to rule it out as to natural occurrence.
Exactly.
And if we can't, we see if it's paranormal, and we have various instruments and DVR system and different things different technological instruments that help us determine what may be there.
Yeah.
And we never have a charge for this. It's
No,
because
that's
it helps
nice.
us with our research.
Oh, sure, it's great.
Helps us with our research. and and your privacy is totally respected.
Well, that's what
with
I
your
like
choice,
about your
yes.
group is that, you know, they do respect, because there's a lot of people that don't want people to know that they're having spirits. You know, do you find sometimes that it could be sometimes there's a lot of kids sometimes they're very active if they, you know, if they're overactive or something. Do you ever find out in any of the houses that happens?
You mean like the poltergeist
Yeah,
effect?
yeah.
We haven't had that much in the sense of poltergeist.
Okay.
Interesting. Most of what is reported, you know, involves apparitions or people.
Okay.
There are people that feel that they have a demon and it's really just a spirit most of the time wanting to be noticed.
Right.
However, there is supposedly an effect, a poltergeist effect, where mostly involving preteen or teenage,
Interesting.
mostly women. though
Really?
can
Do you think it's a
involve
hormonal
some-
thing, maybe?
Yeah, a hormonal thing where there's energy, they're able to, I guess it would sort of be the way, what was that Israeli man who used to bend the spoons?
Oh yeah, Uri Geller.
Uri Geller.
Yeah.
That would sort of be able to move things and have them fly through the air. They have not proved anything, but it is
Interesting.
just another theory. Of course, angry spirits
Yeah,
is
well,
another
they're out
theory.
there.
So
I know. Remember when we had gone to that place, that apartment in Coram? Okay, and well, I don't think we even put that on yet. I'm not sure about that. I got to check back.
Oh,
But
that was wonderful.
when I spoke with the owner again, we have to actually reschedule. That was where the 5 spirits were, and one was a pedophile, and we got rid of him. And remember, he said bye-bye on the over list.
I remember.
Remember? And then I had asked for the other spirits in the bedroom, were they from the 1700s? Because we found out that the complex was built on a potter's field, and it came back saying, you're right, or something like that. But he called me about maybe a couple of weeks back, and you were in Florida, so I told him, as soon as you come back, I'm going to set up an appointment again.
Oh, well, we have to do
We
that.
will, because now those spirits are no longer. But you talk about shadow people. His young kids saying, Daddy, the tan man, which I would presume would be a Native American, possibly, tells us to come out into the living room at night. So he's, you know, so he was concerned about that. And then he said he woke up like 3 in the morning to go to the kitchen for something, and all of a sudden he sees this man come walking through. But this is what really got me. Excuse me. He said he puts the throw rug by the front door, and it literally travels by itself.
that is amazing.
So
That
when
would
I
have
heard
to
that,
be-
I said, all right, as soon as Peggy's back, I'm going to call him. I've actually stopped in twice where I know where he works, and he hasn't been there either time. So I've got his home number. I'm going to give him a call. But you know what? I think we have a phone call. Yay! All right. So let's see who we've got here. Okay. Welcome to When Spirits Connect. Who am I speaking with?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Dee.
What is it? You have your TV on, honey. You've got to lower it because it's giving us
sorry.
feedback. It's okay. I take it you're watching us.
Yes, I am.
Good. Okay. And how do you hear about us?
Actually, you can call me Dee because hi, Peggy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi.
Okay.
I
understand.
house that Peggy and her team just came to this past weekend.
Oh, great.
I
So
thought I
that's great.
recognized the
Okay.
voice, but it's
Okay.
not
Yeah,
great.
we were just discussing, I guess, the happenings at your house.
Yes, it was so exciting, and they were a great team, and
They
they
are.
really were comforting and very, they just knew about everything, and they explained everything, and they were just so much fun. And
I would have been there, but I was doing a fundraiser for Long Island Kitties. So.
I heard. I was hoping we would have seen you.
Well, I'm sure if you invite us back again, and I'm available, I would love to come by and see it. So has anything changed since Peggy and the crew were there?
You know what? I was almost afraid that the dog would have been bothered a little bit more, but everyone said they didn't feel anything negative, and so
Good.
everything's, pretty much the same. We're just waiting for all their
The reports, yeah.
all the
Yeah.
reports, and they'll come back and we'll go over everything. But they were great.
Has it been quieter since they were here? They were there? Or is it about the same?
Pretty much the same right now.
Okay, so I may need to come over them one day and just help them move on.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah,
We would love
you
that.
know. You know, and it's so easy. I always tell the spirits, you know, I tell them that they're loved, of course, that they can't stay where they are because they're impeding on your privacy,
Right.
and that their loved ones are waiting for them, and usually that works.
Mhm.
You know, so maybe you can maybe say, listen, guys, you know, your loved ones are waiting for you, you know, and if not, we'll work around where we can come, come back, and then, maybe give them a little more freedom, But it's funny because when Peggy and her crew, when they bring the ovalists, we usually get answers from the ovalists. The spirits will, like, sometimes when they leave, they'll say bye, or
Right.
they'll converse with us, and it's so funny because some of them have gone for so many years,
Right.
So Peggy really didn't tell me. Now, is this a male spirit? Because I keep on picking up a male spirit around you. Is this a male spirit that's in your home? Oh, you don't know.
No, yes, there is somebody, a male.
Okay, we didn't discuss a
No,
male or
I
female.
won't
We didn't
tell.
say a word because you know what? And
I
I'm getting
swear.
chills. And that no, she wouldn't do that because she just said that we were actually talking about what had happened, but we never said male or female. We just mentioned the spirits. Okay, well, this is what I'm being shown. I'm feeling there's a young soul there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm getting chills, and that's confirmation. But I'm not feeling that they're gonna hurt you. I feel like, do you have young children?
Well, we consider the dog and the cat.
All right. Well, I understand that. I would love that's kind of my babies, and my kids are all grown anyway. But what I'm being shown is there's definitely a connection to your animals.
Okay.
Not that it's an animal spirit.
Okay.
But it may be a young soul that left. Can I ask you, and you don't have to tell me, have you ever had a miscarriage?
No.
Okay, all right, maybe someone that lived there prior, because I'm feeling like this was a child that was in spirit that maybe didn't make it. And if they did make it, they were very connected with the animals.
Okay. That
So-
makes sense.
Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's almost like, now let me ask you another question. When you're sitting there with your husband and watching TV, do your animals run around in circles much?
Oh, yes.
Okay, well that's when the spirit is there.
Yes.
I will tell you that. Have you taken any pictures, and have you seen any orbs yet?
Oh, yes. We get plenty of orbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you get them by the dog and the cat more so than?
Yeah. We get them around the cat.
Okay, all right, okay. Because I'm being shown that this spirit is playing with the animals.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
There's also I'm also feeling there's an older soul there.
Okay.
Maybe like a grandmother figure. A woman who is quite private in many ways. Okay. I don't know if she was married because I'm being shown this was a single lady, but she was older, probably as old as me, and I'm ancient almost. And I keep on picking up teaching around her.
Okay.
So I don't know, if you know the history of the people that lived there prior,
Okay.
if this was someone that you might have known, that might have even been in your family,
Mhm.
that was, a teacher, but I'm seeing her protecting you. I'm not feeling any negative stuff. I'm hoping that I'm right. Was there any negative happenings there?
Not in the house.
No, okay.
Not in the house.
Okay.
Some
Outside?
attention seeking in the
Outside?
cemetery.
Yeah.
Well, the cemetery, to be. So your house is close to a cemetery, then I take it.
Yes.
Okay, so then this would show me there's a lot of lost souls that they want to hang with you. They like you, my dear.
Oh, okay.
Invite them
I
in
like
for a
them.
cup of coffee. No, don't do that. We don't want them
I
coming
told
and
her
hanging out.
not to, actually.
Yeah, no. I'm only joking with you. I'm joking with you.
Yeah.
But and I'm being shown that they mess with your electric at times? Because I see the lights flickering a lot, more so outside though than inside.
Oh, no, not too much.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just because sometimes they'll mess with that. Sometimes they'll mess with your phone. It's amazing, because they have control. We have no control. They have more control than we do.
I believe it.
So, was there anything you wanted to ask us while we're?
Well, I have you quickly. That male figure.
Okay.
Anything about him?
Okay. Was that the child I was? No, that was it.
It was like a younger man, maybe?
Okay, the younger man. Okay, all right. What I keep on feeling like I'm having trouble walking. I don't know if this was somebody who maybe had lost their legs or lost, something with their legs. And it's almost like I feel like I'm dragging myself around.
Okay.
I feel like I'm lost, okay?
Oh.
All right, what I'm being shown, okay, I definitely feel like this spirit passed over tragically, sadly, but I'm also feeling like he didn't pass over locally. It's almost like he passed in another state or even in another country, and he was brought here. And like, say you go to a town you don't know, and you're like, oh my God, I got to find things.
Yeah.
This is what I'm feeling like. He's lost, and he's trying to reach out to certain things that are comfortable with him.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it does. Okay, I'm glad, because I don't know. I'm just picking up what he's showing me. Now, is this a family member of yours?
Oops, I thought I lost you. No.
This is just someone that you feel in the house or bothers you?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's just searching.
Okay.
My suggestion, again, is to say, look, we know you're lost, but you belong in heaven, okay, and your loved ones are waiting. That's how we got rid of the pedophile remember the one that we did in Quorum? There was the pedophile passed away 300 years ago, and his parents had literally banished him.
Wow.
But I said, look, it's 300 years, you've been forgiven. So, and when he left us on the Ovilus, he said, bye-bye.
Okay.
And they haven't been bothered since. So it's almost like opening a door saying, look, you really need to move on now.
Okay.
So that's what I'm being shown.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thank you so much.
Oh, honey, you're so welcome. Hopefully one day we'll get to meet you.
Oh, I hope so.
Have a great day. God bless.
Thanks. Bye. Bye, Peggy.
You're welcome. That's so sweet. What a nice lady she is. Yes.
Equally nice.
Yeah,
Very
very,
helpful.
very nice people. They seem open to it, or they probably wouldn't have moved by the cemetery.
Oh, they have a beautiful,
Uh-huh.
beautiful home.
Well, that's nice. Yeah.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
big, just.
But when you move close to something like that, sometimes it's expected, sometimes it's not
It's
expected.
actually quite good because their dog.
Nobody else
which
is going to
I won't
visit.
give the dog's name.
No,
either. I don't wanna give
no.
it-
Yeah.
But their dog, which is quite big, it's a pretty big cemetery. Has a lot of room.
Oh, so he runs around.
I mean,
So he
it's
visits
great.
them, and then they come visit him.
Maybe he's the one bringing home the friends.
Well, he could be. You know what? Because I keep seeing a lot of playing around the animals. That's what I'm being shown, So So I'm just waiting. I think we're expecting another call. I'm hoping we're expecting another call. I got an email from a friend of mine who shall remain nameless, and apparently her niece is having some situations. I spoke with you. I actually gave them your number. When folks, I do connect with the loved ones on the other side, okay, but I do that basically in a group session or, an individual. But when you need to kind of banish or kind of tell the spirits it's time to move on, you can call me, I have no problem. But then I end up giving it to Peggy because Peggy's got the crew. I'm only one person, and I do connect with them, but you're more proficient in what you're doing on your path than I am. I know what I do, but
we work
we blend.
together
Yes,
great
exactly.
as a pair because there's always that side of me saying, well, we've proved there's someone here, and
Right.
then Janet knowing who was there more so than I could ever do.
Exactly, yeah. But you know what? But it's funny because, I'll tell you, I've been doing a lot of parties and stuff since you've been over there, since you've been away, and sometimes I get so amazed. I've been doing it 50 years, but I still question it, even though I know I'm on target. I did a party. Oh God, I don't remember, but it was last week, 2 weeks ago. And before I even get to the house, I have the names written down of those spirits that want to connect. Now, usually I'll say a name if that person's there, because I don't ever ask who's there. I never do. I don't want to know their names because I don't want that to be like, well, I know this, and this. I know nothing when I go to these events, the homes and the fundraisers and all that. But when I went there, I'll maybe have 15, 20, 25, 30. I never know how many people, want to come through, but I'll write the names down. So there was this one spirit, and they were a pain in the butt, and they kept, I want to be first, and it's almost like you're going shopping, like they're in they're
you
waiting. They're
alone?
literally waiting. So it ended up where it was a name that was very unusual, and it was Jeremy. And I'm like, wow, I've never gotten a Jeremy before. Have no idea. So, of course, I'll always say, is there a Jeremy here, or is there somebody connected to a Jeremy? Well, don't you know, the woman raises her hand. I'm like, really?